I'd like to pause for a moment with a question, not to answer it quickly, not to tie it up neatly, just to sit with it. Were gods and goddesses created to help us navigate our emotions? I think in many ways, yes, but maybe not in the way we usually mean when we say created. Before there were names for emotions, before therapy, before psychology, before language caught up, people still felt everything. Fear when the night closed in, grief when someone didn't return, absolute awe while stargazing, love that cracked the heart open, anger that needed somewhere to go. Those feelings had weight. And when something has weight, we give it form. So maybe gods weren't invented to explain emotion. Maybe they emerged because emotion was already moving through the world, through people, through land, through story, and it needed a shape large enough to hold it. When grief becomes a goddess, like Demeter searching the earth for what she's lost, grief doesn't disappear. But it feels witnessed. When compassion has a face like Kuan Yin listening to the cries of the world, tenderness stops feeling fragile and starts feeling powerful. When the endings arrive, the kind that strips things back to the bone, figures like Kali remind us that destruction isn't always cruel. Sometimes it's honest. And when life feels blocked or heavy, emotion tangles instead of flowing, calling on Ganesh, the remover of obstacles, can feel like asking for breath again. There's something deeply relieving about letting a feeling live outside of you for a moment. You don't have to be the grief. You don't have to drown in the anger. You don't have to carry everything alone. You can be in a relationship with it. And the stories we tell about gods, they're not polished. They fall in love. They break promises. They rage. They mourn. They change. Which tells me something important. These stories were never about perfection. They were about permission. Permission to feel without shame. Permission to be changed by feeling. Permission to survive it. Some people experience gods as archetypes, some as living presences, some as stories passed hand to hand through time. But no matter how you understand them, they meet us in feeling. They always have. Maybe gods and goddesses weren't created to control emotion or explain it away. Maybe they exist, however you understand that, to remind us that feeling deeply has always been sacred, that emotion isn't a flaw in being human. It's the doorway. You don't need a deity to feel your emotions, but sometimes it helps to walk beside one who has already traveled that terrain. This is where Moss and Myth Meditations lives, in the space between feeling and understanding, between what's heavy and what's becoming clear. These meditations are being created as companions for moments of uncertainty, for emotional seasons that don't have easy language, for times when you just need something steady beside you. There's no right order, no expectation, just a growing library waiting for you when you need it.